John Force is the Raging Bull with 14 championships, but cattle rancher Matt Hagan is the funny car points leader as he tries to wrestle away the title from the champ. Two men separated by 2 rounds, but only one's gonna win. Which one's it gonna be? Will it be John Force or will it be the man joining us? Matt Hagan, good morning to the die-hard driver.
Glad to be here, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, what is the excitement level in your mind today?
Heart's pounding pretty good today, you know, but my little eyes opened up at 5:55 this morning so I could be here, you know, no alarms, anything, ready to go. So get this die-hard Dodge running hard, and I think that we got a good shot at this thing.
So did you sleep good before the alarm went off?
Oh, yeah, 10 o'clock tonight. You know, my dad, he was like, you know, Force is probably in bed by 9:30, so you need to get in bed too. But we're... yeah, so we're just having fun with it. We're glad that we're in this opportunity and have a shot at this thing. I mean, to be second year out here is pretty cool.
I was going to ask you about that opportunity. It's only in your second year going up against a guy like John Force. I assume, just like everybody else out there in the funny car pits, he's the guy that is the reason you're actually here today, right?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, Force, he's a tough competitor. You know, he's a guy that makes you dig deep out there. He's a guy that makes you, you know, just really go through everything and make sure that you're as competitive as possible, because you know he's not going to mess up. They got a great car over there, but we can't worry about them today. We have to worry about ourselves. You know, we have Tasca first round. I know he's, you know, Force is hoping that Tasca takes us out. Well, he's got Jack hopefully second round, and we're hoping Jack will take him out. But all in all, we can't worry about it. The only thing we can control is what we do today, and that's go some rounds. And if we can do that, we can seal this deal up.
And you definitely got a good race car. And I want to go back to what I think's been the defining moment, that race in Dallas where you guys struggled so much in qualifying. You did a great job to backpedal the car just to get in the show. Didn't have lane choice all day, but Tommy DeLagua, your crew chief, found a way to get you in the winner's circle. Talk to me about that relationship between you and Tommy to be able to do stuff.
You know, I love Tommy to death. Tommy is, you know, he's a little hard to get along with at first, but he's coming around. You know, smart guy. You know, I just can't say enough about the guy. He's come so far in such a short way. Kind of like I'm a young driver, he's a young crew chief, and we haven't peaked yet. That's what makes this thing so exciting, is that we still have so much room to grow out here. And I'm just glad that he puts a great car under me and I get to drive it.
Well, you know, you're still young, and I want to tell you, all crew chiefs are hard to get along with, so don't worry about that.
That is the driver-crew chief relationship. Yes, throw corners in, and boy, you've got a real family feud going on. But you get the opportunity to step away from this nonsense. John Force is surrounded by it with his 3-car team all the time. You get to go back to Virginia, jump in a tractor. How much of a role does that play in being able to keep things in perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's huge. You know, I mean, I have a lot of time that I'm out there on the farm by myself. I mean, sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. You think about it too much, but it's good for me to go back and decompress and really think about what we can do as a team and what I can do as a driver to make myself better. And I think you have to have that, keep yourself sane out here.
Well, let's take a look at the points, the way they stack up after qualifying. You were hoping to get a little extra cushion, push it out to 3 rounds, but it's just 2 for John Force. So it's going to be a very, very exciting day. You mentioned your teammate Jack Beckman could race him in round number 2, but right now the 14-time champ is standing by with Gary Gerald.
Well, the table has been fully set. There's really not much more that can be said. The championship is up for grabs. Force looking for his 15th. Hagan looking for his first. 2 rounds separate these men as we look ahead to eliminations. John, you've been down the championship road so many times. You've had the success of winning 14 championships. What's your biggest concern today?
Well, my biggest concern for us to win this championship, we can't count on him to fail. I've said that. That's why we came into qualifying, and we had to gobble up every point. And we did that to keep that just that round and a half. That we got to go only 2 rounds now. And maybe one of the hitters will get him because we can't get to him. He's on the wrong side of the ladder. One of my other cars will, and if so, they'll do the damage. But at the end of the day, to me, we fought this fight right down to the end. He's a good kid. We're going to give him everything we got today. I was in the gym last night. I worked hard. I got a great 8 hours sleep. I'm ready to rock and roll, but I still look back to Dallas when I crashed. That's what my life's been about since my arms and legs were taken from me, and I fought my way back when I got them back in the fight game, and I really want to win this thing bad. For my sponsors, Ford, the engineering studies, the money invested, Castrol, 25 years, Auto Club, Brand Source, Mac Tool, everybody stood by me when I was terrible the last 2 years, couldn't even win a race. And I owe to get him this championship. But I can tell you this, if I don't get him the championship, I'm going to shake that kid's hand, and then I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to start the fight for next year, because we start the next day as soon as this race is over. But I'm not overconfident, but I'm ready to fight. So, Hagan, let's dance.
Make no mistake, Force is fired up. He's ready to go.
It has been a great comeback. Matt, we talked about the fact that Jack Beckman, your teammate, could race John Force. Let's take a look at the ladder. You have an interesting round one matchup with the tough Ford. That's a teammate to John Force in terms of make, and then potentially a couple of champions in round number 2. Your day's not easy.
No, I mean, it's tough out here. This fuel funny car class is always competitive. So, you know, we won in Dallas from 14 spot. You never know who's going to take you out or who you're going to beat. You just got to be in it to win it, and we got to go some serious rounds today. I mean, he's not got it easy on his side either. It's tough all around.
Yeah, it is as you take a look at the matchups. I do want to show you one thing. I don't know if you've been paying attention to our ESPN.com poll question, the same one they had over on NHRA.com, asking the fans who they think is going to win the championship. Can you believe these numbers? 71% of the people think after that Vegas win, John Force is going to win that championship. How do you like that?
I don't like him, but, you know, I haven't been out here so long. You know, he's got a great fan base and a lot of supporters behind him. So hopefully we can grow ours today.
Well, it's time now for our fan question. For that, I turn our attention back to this massive crowd. We're lucky to even have Philip Gary Smith here. He's a drag racing columnist. You almost got snowed in Minneapolis, but you got a great question for Matt.
Hey, Matt, all kidding aside, how much fun is it to get a big sloppy kiss from the 14-time funny car champion?
We can explain, yes, we can explain.
Can I explain that one? I
don't think so.
I was just glad he didn't slip me the tongue, you know?
Oh, my gosh. Thank God John Force wasn't trying to get in your ear or anything. He's just trying to get in your head with that kid. Matt, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Have
guys.
a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, our board leader.